What's going on, guys? So before we get on with the video, I have a very small announcement to make. As you all know, I take online coaching services and there is an offer running for a long time now. So the offer is going to get over by 28th of this month. That is by the end of this month. So if you're looking for online coaching, if you want an online personal trainer, there is an offer running. Send me an email at www.gauthamansuperfit@gmail.com to know more details about this. I'll leave that email down in the description box. Now enjoy the video. What is up, guys? Gauthaman for Team Superfit, back with the cap. So anyway, as you guys saw the title of the video, this is a pretty interesting video, right? Because we're talking about supplements, and the title of the video says, magic supplements, the one magic supplement that makes a difference immediately. Something like that. Okay, so again, don't mistake me, I'm not going to be talking about the supplements that work. There are several other supplements that actually work, but there is another topic we're going to be getting into. I'm going to be talking about a supplement that will give you instant results, like immediate results. That is why we're going to call it a magic supplement. Okay, I'm sure you guys already know what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to be talking about pre-workouts, which is nothing but supplements that come in boxes like these. I have the HyperFX here by BSN. So anyway, we are going to be talking about pre-workouts. Okay, the reason why I call pre-workouts as magic supplements is because when you take a pre-workout, right, when you take a good pre-workout, you're going to see results immediately. And when I say by results, I mean focus and probably increase in strength, and also increase in your endurance, and also overall betterment of that particular workout, right? And honestly speaking, pre-workouts are not supplements that are going to help you build muscle. Please be very clear about this. Pre-workouts will not help you build muscles, even though you might see ads that say muscle building pre-workout and all these things. The maximum thing that they might add in there, which will indirectly help you to build muscle, would be something like creatine or beta-alanine or something like that. These compounds that will help you with your strength gains, right? Which will indirectly help you with building muscle. So no pre-workout will not directly help you to build muscle. So be clear about it. Pre-workouts are not supplements that are that you can use to build muscles. The only reason you should be taking pre-workout is to better your workout. Okay. Again, we are going to be talking about everything. We are going to be talking everything about pre-workouts. For example, I'm going to be taking this pre-workout as an example, and then go through the ingredients and then tell you what to expect in a general pre-workout. So first, pre-workouts, most of the pre-workouts have stimulants in them. There are very few stimulant-free pre-workouts in the market. I'll come to this topic later, but generally, almost all the pre-workouts have stimulants in them. For example, this pre-workout has stimulants like, it has caffeine. The other stimulant would be DMA bitatrate, which is a stimulant also, and some other kind of stuff like yohimbine HCl. All these things are focus boosters. So the two main ingredients that will be in a very good pre-workout are stimulants and focus enhancement compounds. The reason why they put these two is because these two things are going to give you instant results, right? For example, when you put caffeine in a pre-workout, it is going to come immediately hit your system and make you more focused about the workout. It is going to give you an increase in energy because you're more alert and all these things. Exactly the same effect that happens when you drink coffee, okay? Because coffee has caffeine. So this is pretty much the same as drinking a very strong coffee. Pre-workouts are nothing but very strong coffees. So that is point number one. They will increase your focus and they will increase your kind of focus towards the workout, which will give you a better workout. Second thing is they will add things like beta-alanine. They will add things like creatine. Again, when you see creatine in a pre-workout, it is not going to benefit you in a lot of ways because creatine is not something that will give you instant results. Creatine needs to be deposited in your body to see results, right? So if I take 5 grams of creatine right now, I'm not going to see the results of 5 grams of creatine immediately. right? So I'm supposed to take creatine daily so that it gets deposited in my system, so that then I see the results, right? So when you see creatine in a pre-workout, don't get too much hyped about it, because this creatine will not help you to make strength gains. It needs to be consumed every single day, right? And the same goes to beta alanine also. So in terms of strength gains, the two things that they would add are creatine and beta alanine and things like that. The second thing that a pre-workout would have are things like are pump inducing things. A good pre-workout will definitely have stuff that will help you to get a very good pump. Things like arginine and all these things. But even though some of these compounds that have been added in the pre-workout might help you to get a pump, or some might not, right? So if you guys want to know more about supplements, head down to www.examine.com. You guys can find out the right doses of every ingredient. When you look at a label, find out what is the dose that they have put inside, and then go to examine.com and then see what is the recommended clinical dose, and that is when you will know if a pre-workout will be effective or not. Okay. So moving on. So basically this is what you have. You have things that will help you to get a good focus, and then you have things that will help you to build your strength up, and then you have things that help you to get a good pump. Apart from these, there are certain pre-workouts where they add things like electrolytes and then BCAAs and all these things, which are like an added bonus. I think things like InnoExplore has some electrolytes in it. There are several other. There's one called Super Pump by Gaspari, the old Super Pump that had a lot of electrolytes in it, and also BCAAs. I think I'm just, don't quote me on this. So these are the things that you can look for in a good pre-workout. There are certain pre-workouts on the market right now which don't have any focus ingredients. They don't have any pump inducing stuff. All they have are just glucose. Right? I don't want to put the name of any brand here, but there are certain pre-workouts in the market, especially the Indian market, where they just add glucose and then call it a pre-workout, right? Which makes no sense. So moving on. Enough of that, okay? I'm going to be talking about when you should be taking a pre-workout. The best time to take a pre-workout. Because I get this question a lot. People tell me that I've taken this pre-workout and then it's not hitting me, or I feel no effect and all these things. So let's talk about the timing. The best time to consume a pre-workout is on an empty stomach. And if you think about it, it makes perfect sense. Because you take pre-workouts just before you work out, and then it needs to hit your system immediately, right? So if you want something to hit your system immediately, it needs to be immediately digested, right? And if you want something to get immediately digested, you must consume it at an empty stomach. Makes sense? So the best time to consume a pre-workout is when you are on an empty stomach. Now, that doesn't mean you're not supposed to eat anything before, okay? What I'm saying is, eat 2 hours or 1.5 hours before you consume a pre-workout. For example, I'm going to be working out at, let's say 6 o'clock. I'm going to be taking my pre-workout at 5:50, right? And the last, my last meal before the pre-workout would be somewhere at around 3:50 or 4:20 or 4:30 maximum. So I'm going to give a window of 1.5 hours to 2 hours where I will not eat anything, and I'm going to keep my stomach kind of empty, so that when I take a scoop of pre-workout, it is going to completely, immediately hit my system. So that is the best way of taking a pre-workout. That is that. So let's move on to who should take a pre-workout, right? I have experience with pre-workouts, a lot of experience, because I'm going to be open with you guys. I'm kind of addicted to pre-workouts. Okay, I've been on pre-workouts for a long time. I have pretty much had every single pre-workout, not every single, but a lot of pre-workouts, right? The thing is, pre-workouts are addictive. They are really addictive, because when you are on a pre-workout, you feel kind of hyped up. Your workout is amazing. Your lifts are amazing. So obviously, when you want to come off of a pre-workout, for the first week it is going to be hard for you, because you're not going to feel focused and all these things. So don't make taking a pre-workout a habit. Take it only if you absolutely need it. Don't just take it for the sake of it. That is my humble request to you guys. Don't take a pre-workout until and unless it is absolutely needed to you, okay? So the time when you need to take a pre-workout is, for example, you're having a bad day, you didn't eat properly, you're not feeling energetic, that is when you need to take a pre-workout. Okay. So my suggestion is, if you're working out for 5 days a week, out of which 2 days you don't feel well and you don't feel like going to the gym, that is when you need to take a pre-workout. There's no point in taking a pre-workout if you're already feeling happy, if you're already feeling energetic. So that is just my suggestion. Don't take a pre-workout every single day, take it only when you need it. And also, do not count the creatine that is there in the pre-workout, because you're not going to take the pre-workout every single day. So there's no point in tracing the creatine which is in it. If you want creatine, you need to take it separately. That is just my suggestion. So this video has been all about pre-workouts. Hope you liked the video. Thanks a lot for watching. Like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.